Okay, so in our last class, we stopped at page 52. Okay, so we are gonna start with page 53. Uh, as I could see that there are different parts of chapter 6, 6a, 6b in this way, I guess. So in the first part that we have learned so far, we have dealt with addition and subtraction, right? And here we are starting the multiplication and division of fractions, but they have that also in separate groups. Like if I show you in example. So let's talk about multiplication. For just first 5 minutes, I'm going to review what we have learned and then we can continue. Okay, I guess the next thing will be off. Okay, so here they have divided the multiplication again in two parts. One is multiplying a fraction with an integer number, and another part is multiplying a fraction with another fraction. Okay, so the first one does look like that. If we have a fraction, then the other number will not be a fraction. Okay, it will be an integer number, a whole number. So in this one, we have learned that we have to just multiply our numerators with the integer and the denominator will be remaining the same. Okay, so in this case, the 4 will be as it is, but we have to multiply the numerator and the integer number. So in this case, 2 multiplied by 3. Then if I come up with the solution, so it will be 6 and it will be 4. And then I can make it shorter, right? Because I can make it into the simpler form because both of the numerator and the denominator can be divisible by same number. So in this case, it will be divided by 2. So if I divide 6 by 2, I'm going to get 3. If I divide 4 by 2, I'm going to get 2. So in this case, our answer will be 3 by 2. Okay, so that's the integer multiplication. You can do one thing as well. Whenever you are in the second step, you can do the cross out like this in this stage as well. Because in this stage, you can see that the numbers are rather smaller, right? We have 2 and 4. So it will be more easy for us to guess that I can cut the numbers by the same divisor or not. Like both can be divisible by 4, right? So I can make it here 2 goes to 2 one time and 2 goes to 4 two times. If I make like this, the answer is not becoming different, but in some of the cases maybe our what can I say, multiplications are like this: 14 multiplied by 15 and we have here 28. Okay, so in this case, we can understand that, okay, 14 and 28, both can be divisible by 14. So I can simply write here 1 times and I write here 2 times and then I can carry that 15, 1 time is 15 and 2 is 2. But rather than cutting over here, if I go to the next step, if I multiply 14 and 15, I'm going to be left with a very huge number, right? What I will get? I will get 4 5s are 20, so 2, 5 1s are 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to get 14, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And to 210 I'm going to get. And here I'm going to get 28. So it will be difficult for me to, divide with the same number, right? I can approach with 2, then 4, then again 2, again 2. In this way, it will be a long cutout. But if you do it in the second step, it is becoming easier, right? So if you can understand that this, up and down number, any of the up and down number can be cut out, then it's better to do it in the second step. Okay, that's a suggestion. It's not like that you have to do it like this, but it will be easier for you. Okay, let's go to the second one that we have learned multiplications of two fractions. Okay, so suppose 7 and 3 multiplied by 9 and 28. So in this case, what they have told us is that we have to multiply our numerator with numerator and our denominator with denominator. So in this case, the scenario will be something like that. Okay. So rather than doing the multiplication and go to the third step, we can cut out the upper and the down number here because the numbers are rather small. So we can see 7 and 28. Both can be divisible by 7, right? 7 ones are 7 and 7 fours are 28. So I can cut this with 7 by 1 and this with 4. Now I am left with what number? I have 9 and 3 as well. So I can cut both of them by dividing by 3, right? So that will be, it goes to 3 times and 3 goes to 3 one time. So I have very smaller numbers right now. What do I have? I have 1 multiplied by 3. So in this case 3 and 1 multiplied by 4. So in this 4. So it became very easy. But if you did the multiplication, 7 nines are 63, 3 times 28, a very big number will be, right? So at that time, it will be a little bit hard to find out that what will be the common divisible. So that's why we can do it in the second step. Okay, it's gonna be easier in this way. So this was all about the multiplication of a fraction with an integer number and fraction itself. In this way, they can give multiple fractions. It's not that only bound to give you 2 fractions, okay? It can be of 3 fractions as well. If I show you here, like this, we have 3 fractions. So when we have fractions, we have to just multiply our numerators together and our denominators together. Okay, now who can tell me that what we can cut from up and down?
4. 2 4. 4 by
4
8.
by 8. 4 by 2 by with
Are you saying
20.
something? I'm not listening to anything.
One 4 4 2 8. Can you talk? Anybody? Let's see if I can hear.
Hello, Miss.
Miss, I can see your screen. Can't hear. Oh my god.
Miss, I can see the screen.
Okay, now let's see. Rafia, can you say hi? Hi. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, Nafisa, can you say bye?
Bye.
I can't hear. Okay. I guess there's a problem with this floor. You can hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now it's coming from the laptop. Okay, let's see. Let me share. Okay, so what I was asking is that can you tell me what numbers can I cut from up and down? The common divisor, by the common divisor.
4 by 8.
4 by 8. Yeah, we can do this too. And it will
3 by
give
2.
us, yeah, it will give us 1 time and it will give us 2 times, right? We can do another one.
3 by 12.
Yeah, 3 by 12. 3 goes to 3 1 times and 3 goes to 12 4 times. Can you see another one?
Yes, Miss. 2 by 2 with 2.
We have here a 2, we have here a 2, right? So I can divide both of them by 1. So now I have very smaller numbers. What do I have? I have 1, 1, and 1, right? That means I have only 1. And in the down, I have 1, 1, and 4. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 1 is 4. So our answer is 1 by 4. It's very short answer. Okay. So that's the thing, that when we have an integer number to multiply with a fraction, we just have to multiply our numerator with the integer, and then we can cut out. And if we have multiple fractions, I can just multiply all the numerators together and all the denominators together in this way, and then we can just cut out. So that was the multiplication one. I guess we have only did the division. Let me check that we have done the division of two numbers. I mean, two fractions or not. Multiplication by fraction. No, we have only learned division by integer. Okay. So division. There are three ways that they have mentioned how to do division. But if I want to put it in a simpler way, we can, if we learn only one step, like one method, then all the divisions, like with integers or not, or fractions or not, it can be done with that method. But if we learn two different methods for only integer and then another one for the fraction one, then it will be a bit confusing. Okay. So I would rather suggest that whatever method that I'm going to show you right now, that will be for if you divide and fraction with an integer, you can follow that well. And also if you have two or three fractions as well, you can follow that one. Okay. So the one thing that is needed to be known, that is we can't do division directly in the fractions. Okay? We have to take the help of the multiplication. If I give you a fraction, suppose I have okay, 3 by 2 and divided by 9. Okay, so you can see that we have a fraction and we have an integer number. So do you know that if we have an integer number like 2, we can write it in the form of a fraction? If we have an integer number, then we can turn it into fraction by just giving the denominator as 1. If I have a number 14, if they tell us that turn it into a fraction, I can just simply write the 14 as the numerator and put a 1 as the denominator. Okay, it is not affecting the value of 14. It is just in the form of fraction, nothing else. Okay, so if we have an integer number like a solid number, then that means if I want to make it into a fraction, I can just put a 1 under the number. Okay, that's one thing that's needed for when you are doing the division with only an integer. So that means if what I said here is true, then I can turn this 9 into a fraction, right? I can write 9 in the up and 1 at the down. So I converted my integer number with a fraction. Now it will be easier for us. And what I said that we can't do division is we have to do multiplication rather than division because we can't do division. So in this case, I can write 3 by 2 and this division sign is going to be changing into multiplication sign. And this numerator will be converting into denominator and denominator will be converted into numerator. So it was 9 by 1. Now it will be 1 by 9. This much, if you have any problem, you can ask. Did you understand or not? First of
I
all,
understood.
we have to turn the integer into fraction. That's step 1. Okay, and then we have to make our division sign into multiplication sign. And this is step number 2. And step number 3 is after the division sign, whatever the fraction is, I have to exchange the denominator with numerator and numerator with denominator. Okay, so if it was 9 by 1, it became 1 by 9 now. Okay, so now I can just simply multiply. So I have now two fractions multiplication. So 3 times 1 and 2 times 9. And it's very clear that we can cut the 3 and 9, right? So 3 goes to 3 one time and 3 goes to 9 3 times. So in this case, the answer will be 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 and 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Let me show you another one. Okay. Suppose I have 8 and 15, and I have to divide this with 6. Okay, so what is the first step? The first step is to convert our integer number to a fraction. So in this case, this will turn into a fraction. So I can write 15 by 8 division, and 6 I can convert it into fraction by just simply putting a 1 down, right? Second step is to convert or to change this division sign into multiplication sign. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm putting multiplication sign. And my third step is to convert my numerator to denominator and denominator to numerator. So in this case, 6 by 1 will become 1 by 6. So now I have the multiplication 15 times 1 and 8 times 6. So what I can cut out?
We cannot cut it.
We cannot cut. Can't we divide both 15 and 6 by 3? Right? 3 5s are 15 and 3 2s are 6. So I can cut it out. So my common divisor is 3. So if I divide 15 by 3, I'm going to get 5. And if I divide 6 by 3, I'm going to get 2. So I can't do any more. So now I can just simply multiply. So 5 times 1 is 5 and 8 times 2 is 16. So this is my answer. Okay, so this is the first step, this is the second step, and this is the third step. We have to convert my integer into a fraction, and then I have to convert the division sign into multiplication sign, and the last I have to change the fractions placement. Okay, exchange the up and down numbers. That's the thing. Okay, so far we have learned up to this only. Okay, let's see what we have. So we are now in page number 53. Okay, we are going to start from here. So first one that they have given, I guess multiplication, they have said, they have done it in the 2 ways. So one that I told you to, follow to make the division a bit easier, and the one, it's going to be a bit hard. So they are saying that compare and explain how to calculate this. So that means they are calculating 8 by 9 multiplied by 3 by 4, but in 2 ways. Okay. So first one is in the third step, they are cutting down. So 8 times 3 they have written, 9 times 4 they have written, then they did the multiplication. So 8 3s are 24, 9 4s are 36. And then they cut down with the help of what number? By 12. Okay, so 12 goes to 24 2 times, and 12 goes to 36 3 times. So that's how they got 2 by 3 as the answer. Okay, but in the second step, not step like second method, that what I showed you today, that is to do the cutout in the second step. So that's why 8 times 3 they have written, 9 times 4 they have written, and then they cut out. They cut out 3 with 9. So 3 goes to 3 one time, 3 goes to 9 3 times. And then they cut out 8 and 4. And in this case, the common divisor is 2. So 2 goes to, 4. So 4 goes to 8 2 times, and 4 goes to 4 one time. So you can see that the numbers are very small. We don't have to find out 24 and 36, the bigger number. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So the answer is remaining the same. But you can also see that here we have few steps, and here we have more steps, and here we have to do the division by bigger number like 12, and here we can just do it by the help of the times table of 3 and 4. Okay, so I guess this is the easier way. So if you can notice that we can cut down in the second step, I prefer to do it. Okay, so that's the thing. So this is all about, I guess, multiplication of fractions, 2 or more fractions. Okay, So let's do a few maths. One I will be giving only two fractions and one I will be giving from here. Okay. So let's do this one, this one, this one, and from here 17, 18, 19. Okay, so Nafisa is gonna do number 4 and number 18. Rafia is gonna do number 10 and number 17. And Shopno is gonna do number 12 and number 19.
12, number 12, number 19.
Yes, I have completed.
Okay, number 4. What's the answer of number 4?
The answer of number 4 is 13 by 14.
13 by 14. And check again. We have 3 and 5 in the up and 10 and 7 in the down.
Okay, let me recheck it.
Yeah.
Miss, I have a question.
Yeah, Rafia?
What do we do after reducing them? After reducing them in the second step?
The second step, when we cut out, right? After cutting out, you have to multiply the numbers that you have remaining.
Like sideways or crisscross?
No, you can cut out by crisscross and then When you are done cutting out, then you have to multiply all the numerators and all the denominators.
Okay. I'll see if I can. Ma'am, I have done.
Okay, Shopno, you got number 12. What's the answer of 12?
3 by 8.
Yeah, very good. And what about 19?
1 by 12.
1 by 12. Very good. Your confusion, Nafisa?
Miss, I am getting 3 by 14 again.
Didn't you say 13 by 14 or something like that? It's 3 by 14, yeah. I heard it wrong, I
Oh,
guess, but due to the net connection, I don't know. So 3 by 14 is, yeah, it's the correct answer, okay? And what about number 18?
it's 7 by 48.
7 by 48. 7 and 48 can again be cut down. Okay, let me show you number 18, right? We have 7, we have 1, we have 3 in the up, and we have 12, we have 3 and 14. So here what I can do is cut down the 3's, right? And then I can cut down the 7 and 14. So 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 times 2 is 14. So I don't have anything up other than 1, and down I have 12 and 2. So I have 1 by 24. Okay. What you have done, you can also again cut it down to get this 1 by 24. Not done, Rafia?
Miss,
Yeah, you.
I'm having a problem with number 17.
In number 17, you're having problem, or number 10?
Number 17. Number 17.
Okay, what about the number 10? What's the answer?
I got 1 by 3. I
Yeah,
multiplied
it's 1 by 3.
sideways.
Yeah. The 7 will be cut down with 7, and 5 will be cut down with 15. So it goes only 3 times. So it's 1 by 3. Okay. So let's see. We have 2 by 3. We have 1 by 5. And we have 3 by 4. When we have multiple fractions, like more than 2, it gets a bit difficult to, find out the crisscross, the cutting out. Okay. So here you can see that we have 2 and 4, right? So I can
Yes.
cut down both of the numbers by 2. So if I am dividing 2 by 2, I'm getting 1. And if I'm dividing 4 by 2, I'm getting 2. So this much I can do. Now what else we have? We have a 3 over here. We have another 3 over here, right? So I can cut this 3 with this 3. So it will be 1 and it will be again 1. So now I can't do any more cutout. So what I am left with? I am left with 1, 1 and 1 in the up. That means numerator is 1 times 1 times 1. In this case, only 1. And in the denominator, we have 1, 5, and 2. So I have to multiply these three numbers. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
This is the way to do it.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Let me try next.
go to the next one.
Okay.
We are now in page 54. Let's see how many minutes is left. Okay, 3 and of this session. Okay, so find the fraction which can have a product. Product means the multiplication. Okay, product of 1 when you multiply these fractions. That means they are saying that if we are multiplying this, that what we are gonna get as 1. Okay, if I am, they're talking about two different fractions. This is one fraction, suppose this is A and this is B. They're saying that how we can get the product 1 if I multiply this first one with another fraction. That means they want us to find another fraction, and then if I multiply this fraction and that fraction, I will be getting 1. Okay, the product will be only 1. So here they are saying, what are they saying? That a number or a fraction is called the reciprocal of another number if the product of the two numbers is 1. So what they have done, see, it's very simple. They have written the first fraction, what is given, and then multiplied with another fraction where the denominator became the numerator and the numerator became the denominator. So it was 2 by 3, now they have 3 by 2, right? This is called the reciprocal. Reciprocal means the opposite of each other of a fraction. In this case, if I now multiply, what I'm going to get, 2 can be cut out with this 2 and this 3 can be cut out with this 3. So that means I have nothing left. So in this case, I have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. That means I have 1 by 1, or I can say I have only 1. Okay, so that means reciprocal is the thing that if I multiply a number with its reciprocal, I can get only 1. So number 2 is the same, number B. If I have this fraction, if I multiply it with the opposite fraction, so it was 5 by 7, now the opposite will be 7 by 5. Now if I cut out 5 and 5, I can cut out, 7 and 7 I can cut out, and I have nothing left. So we have all ones down and up. So I can multiply this and get only 1. Okay, so that's the thing. They're saying that the reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2, and the reciprocal of 3 by 2 is 2 by 3. And she's saying for the second one, the reciprocal of 5 by 7 is 7 by 5, and the reciprocal of 7 by 5 is 5 by 7. So this type of question sometimes comes in MCQs. Like if I have like that, they are gonna ask like which one is the reciprocal of 2 by 3. Okay, in the options they have given 2 by 3 itself, they have given 1 by 3, they have given 3 by 2, and they have given 3 by 1. So which one is the reciprocal of 2 by 3?
Number C.
Number C, the opposite fraction, 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the very basic thing that we have to learn when we are doing the fractions. We are working with fractions. Okay,